This is a regular thing. She won't be able to function for the next probably 4 minutes, so I thought I'd just get it out of the way. We don't know how to podcast.
Oh, the R records.
Yeah.
So this is like R.
Pressing the R button.
R chords?
Yeah, the R chords.
This is like our 5th cold open.
Yeah. We've been practicing. Because we want to give you what's best.
Let's talk about failures.
Sure. I like to consider myself a failure.
I consider you a failure too.
Glad we're on the same book here.
Yeah, same book.
Yeah.
It's not just a page, it's an entire book.
There's a whole book.
There's a whole book
dedicated to my failure. It's sad. It's a really sad situation. But you know, sad books, they always make the most money.
Yeah, you know, like how you dropped out of Bible school.
Yeah. And then
you dropped out of film school.
Yeah.
You dropped out of homeschool.
Well, no,
You dropped out of normal school to drop into homeschool, and then dropped out of homeschool to drop into normal school.
I feel like that's not really dropping out of any school. That's really just like,
indecisive.
Yeah.
Which could be considered another form of failure. I'm living the greatest life right now.
You are a junior in high school.
Yeah.
That's what you've got going for you.
Yeah, but at least I'm going to normal school next year. And no, I'm living a good life, you know.
Yeah.
I got friends who I don't talk to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Shrek the Musical.
Yeah.
It's pick number 2.
Well, Shrek the Musical Junior.
We don't add that part.
No?
No, we don't.
But it is Junior.
Yeah, but...
Like, it's a full hour shorter than the actual Shrek the Musical.
Yeah, but we don't add that part.
Which I'm honestly glad, because when I went to that last showing of yours, I had to pee from the opening number.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
Every night before a show, I need to pee so bad.
Urination is key to being prepared to go on stage.
I considered peeing on stage once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a heck of a way to get you ousted from the theater troupe.
Okay, but considering one girl tried to push me off stage and she's still performing with us, I think peeing on stage would be like a minor considering.
Yeah, I guess.
You guess.
I guess. Yeah.
It's only someone tried to kill me, you know.
Yeah. We were wanting to talk about failure for this first episode because, you know, that's...
It's a funny topic. It's sad, and, you know, in Gen Z, we like sad things.
I'm a millennial.
That's sad.
That is sad.
You're, like, right at the cutoff for being a millennial, too. Like, you're in that in-between era where you were, like, too late to be, like, considered a 90s kid, but too early to understand, like, 16-year-old trends.
I mean, yeah, but...
Like, you're in like, age group purgatory.
It really sucks, because, like, I feel like I can't really relate to one specific age group. I try to hang out with the youngins, and they're all talking about their OWOs and their dabbings, and it just doesn't connect with me. But then I go and try to talk to older people and hang out with them, and they're like, oh, you want to go to the bar? And I'm like, no. It really sucks, because, you know, I can't hang out with... Stop. That's not a vape. That's not a vape. It's a USB stick. How are you getting smoke out of that?
You wouldn't understand, Drew. You're not Gen Z.
Damn.
No, like, I feel like sad stuff would really relate. And, you know, like, I like laughing at people's failures.
Is that why you got me to do this podcast with you?
I was gonna invite Kat, but, you know, she's kind of successful. People like her, so I went for the next best thing.
I'm glad I'm a good runner-up, at least.
Well, and then I was also thinking about asking, like, my other friends, but they don't have good enough microphones, and you have this, like, really fancy one.
I mean, it was like $30 on Amazon, but
yeah, but look at how fancy it looks.
It looks freaking great.
What you're gonna say? You're kind of just, like, tensing. I can see, like, a vein sticking out of your neck.
I just completely forgot what I was doing.
Let me just add that to the failure list.
Did you really just scratch that into my desk with a quarter?
Yeah. I'm hardcore. I'm cool, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
You guess.
I guess you're cool.
I am cool. Why is this an issue? I'm the coolest.
Yeah.
Look at how, like, my posture's chill. I'm, like, man-spreading. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
I got one arm back. I'm, like, in the coolest posture possible. Posturable. The coolest posturable.
Are you done? Are you gonna squeak? That will definitely spike. Look at the monitor. This is a regular thing. She won't be able to function for the next probably 4 minutes, so I thought I'd just get it out of the way. We don't know how to podcast. This isn't something we've ever done before. It's really not something we're qualified to do. The reason we're doing this is because we think we're relatively funny people, and that
Okay,
that
it's
justifies...
it's not like relatively funny. I think I'm pretty funny. Like, I make a lot of people laugh.
Yeah.
Like, I say offensive things, and people are like, "Ooh, whoa, ho, dearie," and I'm like, "Yeah, I said it," and they laugh at me because, you know, like, I say what everyone's thinking. You know?
You know, I'm looking at the monitor right now, and I've just noticed how much smaller
your voice is compared to mine.
Compared to yours, mine's like kind of just like a little tremor. And then you start talking and it's like an explosion. But we're really talking at the same volume.
No, you're quieter.
Am I?
Yeah, you're quieter. You're using like your narrator voice trying to sound cool because you know you're being recorded right now and I'm just like going full out.
Should I go full out?
You should go full out.
You want me to go full out?
I want you to go full out.
That's a little too loud right there, actually. You should probably...
Full out, Drew. Full out.
Full out. Okay, full out.
Wait, did we introduce ourselves? Do people know who we are? Or did we just, like, go into this just talking and not even say what our names are?
Do you think we're in too deep? Just keep it anonymous?
Well, I mean, I called you Drew multiple times.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure... No, I haven't mentioned you by name a single time.
So the only person anonymous here is me. Cass. Shit. Hi, I'm Cass, and this is Drew. We're doing a podcast.
We shouldn't have a podcast.
We shouldn't have a podcast, but, you know.
It's a thing now.
Yeah.
That's it.
I feel like we're pretty interesting.
Yeah, as people, you know, we bring a lot to the table.
We weren't able to talk about one single topic for more than 10 minutes, but, you know.
Yeah. I'm sure if we really tried it, we could.
Do you want to move on to the next topic then?
I really just want to talk about... Do you think that there are lizard people in the
Yes, I do.
Well, I guess we're done, because so do I. That's the end
Wait,
of the topic.
Shit. No, cut that out. No, I don't believe in lizard men.
Why don't you believe in lizard men?
Because only humans are real. Only humans. There is not a single possibility out in the world that there is another race of sentient beings on a planet. And there's no chance that they have far more developed technology than we do. Because we are the smartest. Smart.
See, my one problem with the whole lizard man theory is that if there was a sentient race of humanoid lizard people living under the earth or on the moon or out in space somewhere, and they had the technology to make themselves look like us and infiltrate us, and, you know, if they had the technology to do all these things, why would they? What is the incentive to coming down to a planet and dressing up like a hairless ape and meddling in their government and making their air a little warmer?
I'm doing it for the Vine.
You think this is just one big social experiment?
Yeah.
Done by lizard people?
Yeah. But I think that if lizard men were going to exist and they choose to like come down, they're not doing it, just to like ruin our lives. They're more doing it cuz they think it's funny. And they have like a really twisted sense of humor like we do.
So your theory is, yes, there are lizard people. Yes, they have infiltrated the world's government, but it's all just for shits and giggles.
It's a prank.
Like, it's a prank.
It's
a
just
joke.
a prank, bro.
That's all it is.
It's just a prank, bro.
Okay.
And like one of these days, they're just gonna be like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm gonna move on. But like, I don't think that's gonna be anytime soon because we're really stupid,
Yeah.
Like insanely stupid.
We all thought that Pythagoras was, like, the whole reason the aliens would come down and, agree to work with us, and all the triangles and stuff, but really...
What? Is this part of the theory that I don't...
This is... Just let me talk.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Just let me talk.
I really like...
I lost my train of thought.
I like the sound of my own voice. You were talking about, like, triangles and the guy that did the Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you were talking about now?
No, I've forgotten.
Drew, you can't do these dramatic pauses. It's podcast suicide.
It is, I know.
Stop being dramatic.
Podcasts are hard.
I mean, I think I'd be pretty good at a podcast because I love the sound of my own voice and I think I'm hilarious.
You do also talk loud enough that the mic can pick you up.
Yeah. And I clearly know more about audio stuff than you do.
Wow. Well, that was a jab.
Yeah.
That hurt. Ow! Don't actually hurt me.
I was jabbing you.
Don't jab me. It's not a vape.
It looks so much like a vape.
But it's not.
Look at how vape-like it is.
It looks like a USB stick.
Okay. You see someone out on the street and you see him go like this. What do you think it is? You're on a podcast,
Cass. You gotta
he holds out the USB thing and he's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. This is pretty cool stuff. I use it daily. And he's just like waving it around and you can't see the USB part. What do you think it is? You think it's a vape.
Okay. Ow.
Why are you booing me? I'm right.
Ow. That's fair.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Yeah, it's fair that you think that. I disagree with you. But I'm not gonna refute you either. Okay?
Okay, but...
Now, if you were a lizard person...
If I was a lizard person...
Like, what would you do if you were a lizard person?
I'd go out...
Mm-hmm.
And just, like, I'd target one person... And, like, I'd show off my lizard people stuff...
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd and then he'd like go to get his friends, and then when he comes back, I'd just be like on my phone as a normal person.
Okay.
And his friends will be like, "What are you talking about? This is clearly a human being."
Would this continue on? Would you like make it a
like
ongoing thing?
I'd follow them.
Yeah, you'd follow
and just
them around.
like, I'd become a part of their life.
Mm-hmm.
Until they get they go crazy.
See, if I was a lizard person, I would want to build the most influence possible.
By starting a podcast?
Exactly. I would want to, get as many people listening to my doctrine, and I would drop in little hints. Not that I'm a lizard person, just little subliminal messages about, oh, maybe you should do this, and I'd just do things to better my cause as a lizard person.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, every once in a while, I'll just say, like, bow to your lizard overlords. And
just random,
yeah,
out of nowhere. Bow to your lizard overlords.
It'd be completely normal in the context, of course, but
yeah.
If you were
Like, you'd pick a topic for your first episode, and you'd be like, hey, let's talk about lizard people.
Yeah, exactly.
And it'd be, really subtle, because, they'll be like, oh, they want to talk about lizard people. That's a funny topic.
Yeah, that's hilarious. People talk about that all the time, and
it's
funny.
It's funny.
Yeah.
But actually, you're brainwashing them.
Exactly. I think podcasts are the essential brainwashing tool, because there's so many people that listen to them. A while back, it was radio. And before that, it was town criers.
Okay, but like, here's a controversial topic. Do you think the McElroys are aliens, the podcasters?
Can we talk about other podcasts on a podcast?
I don't know. Is that a podcast sin?
Is that bad etiquette?
I mean, we're not talking about like their podcast. We're talking about them.
We're talking about them as people.
Well, we don't know if they're people or not.
As lizard people.
Yes, as lizard people. Because
honestly, I think the McElroys are aliens from outer space just because they do not behave like humans.
Yeah.
It's not a human thing.
They're not.
They're not human.
But are they lizard
that's very
people?
Clear. I don't think they're lizard people.
Why don't you think they're lizard people?
Because I feel like lizard people, they have... This is going to sound disrespectful, but they have a certain amount of dignity that they portray. They always take over the bodies and minds of business people or government officials.
Yeah.
The McElroys are... Well, they're the McElroys.
Yeah.
I feel like they're another alien race that have just discovered humanity.
Okay, but can I pitch something? Can I pitch something to you? Can I pitch something?
Okay.
I'm going to pitch something.
Go ahead.
Do you have your glove ready? You ready to catch this?
I've got a handkerchief. How's
okay,
that?
yeah, that works.
Okay.
What if that's their cover? That their cover is that we're little soft boys. We're less intimidating. You wouldn't suspect us to be lizard people, but we're obviously aliens. But we're not lizard people aliens. We're silly gooses. Look at me eat this banana funny.
Okay, but let me... To what end? What purpose?
I mean, have you seen how much like they've grown over the years? Like how much influence they have? Do
you think they're trying to... I think...
I'm sorry, continue. The McElroys.
The McElroys... What were you saying about them?
I was saying that, like, maybe their goofy, silly gags are, like... a way to hide them.
Okay, but to what end? Like, how does everyone think... Like, how does everybody thinking that they're really goofy and, harmless, like, how does that help them?
It creates a false sense of hope. Like, oh, these people, they're aliens, but, they're nice aliens. They won't, like, rise up against us and take over the planet. Okay. So, like, you'll trust them.
Oh, it's kind of like that show V. Did you ever get to watch that? Okay, it's a show where aliens show up and they look like us and they present themselves as peaceful and they're just looking to, make connections with another race of sentient beings.
Okay.
And so they show up, but there are people on Earth and they're thinking, oh, hey, this is definitely an invasion. They are definitely here to enslave us. Like, this is bad juju. And so some people sneak onto their ship, and it turns out they're actually lizard people.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
And they've already taken over the government.
That's exactly it. But it's like the McElroys, You can see that, right?
Yeah, but I don't see much of an... Like, I don't see me going to Griffith McElroy's house, sneaking in, and catching him eating a hamster whole. Like...
Well, yeah, that's stupid. That's crazy. You would never sneak into an alien's house. They have so many protective measures.
Are you saying that I wouldn't be able to sneak
Yes,
into
I'm saying you wouldn't be able to sneak into an alien's house.
I bet you I could sneak into an alien's house.
You could not sneak into an alien's house.
If I really tried, I was a very sneaky person in middle school, in high school. Now...
No, you thought you were a sneaky person.
I am a sneaky person.
No.
I can sneak up on you.
No, you can't.
I can.
No, you can't.
Yes.
No, you can't.
I can.
You can't.
I can sneak up on a cat.
You can't be sneaky.
I can sneak up on a cat.
You're not sneaky.
I am sneaky.
You're not sneaky.
Yes, I am.
I'm just saying, you may be sneaky, but you're not sneaky enough to sneak into an alien's house.
Because of the protective measures.
Because of the protective measures they've taken. Because they're aliens. They have secrets. Like, it doesn't matter how friendly the alien is. Like, Alf, he was a friendly alien.
He was a friendly alien.
But he also ate cats. He has secrets, you know?
He did. That wasn't a secret.
It wasn't a secret,
Alf
but like...
definitely wasn't secretive about...
About his cat thing.
Yeah.
But like, if he has that out in the open, you don't know, like, what crazy stuff he has in private, you know?
I feel like Alf would have done really well in Australia.
Why?
They have a huge feral cat problem over there.
Oh, dude. They could, like, just hire Alf. He would
Yeah.
make so much money.
Alf would do so well hunting Australian feral cats.
He would.
Yeah.
He'd make a killing.
I mean, the feral cats thing, that is a huge issue.
Yeah.
Like, do you know this?
I didn't, but now that you brought it up,
Let me-
I am
let me bring
considering
this
it.
up.
And
Okay.
I'm thinking, yeah, Alf could be rich.
So here's the thing with feral cats in Australia. They have bred and interbred with the wild cats in Australia. And it's gotten to the point where they're their own breed of mega cats that they're mega cats. They look like house cats, but they're the size of like a boxer. They get huge.
Yeah.
And boxer by the dog breed, not like very.
Oh, I
large
was
man who punches
imagining.
people
Yeah, I
for a
was
living.
imagining like
No,
a cat that looks like The Rock.
Mm-hmm. The Rock was a wrestler, not a boxer.
Okay, but he's built like a boxer.
He's definitely built like a wrestler. A boxer has a slimmer frame.
Shut up, Drew. Fine, I'm imagining a cat that looks like Lil Mac from Punch-Out.
Okay, that's not what it looks like. They look, they look like house cats that are very large.
It's not what it looks like, but I'll correct you anyways.
So this feral cat, it's become such a problem in Australia that the Australian government, they've done this before with other animals, they have waged war on feral cats.
The Emu Wars.
Just like the Emu Wars, they have waged war on feral cats. And they are actually...
Like, Alf could just be on the front lines.
Alf could be on the front lines. He would do very well. He would eat a lot of cats.
And, like, you know, you imagine all these soldiers just shooting down cats with machine guns. Like, imagine the cleanup for that.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, with Alf there...
Yeah, he would just walk down the line, shovel them into his mouth.
Yeah,
and,
like, you've seen those vines with, like, the goldfish on the treadmill?
I'm assuming you're talking about the cracker and not like an actual...
Why would I be talking about an actual goldfish?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's the whole Einstein goldfish climbing a tree thing, you know? It's
but if it was climbing a tree, why would it work out its legs? It doesn't even have legs. It would just be flopping on the treadmill. It needs to work up its upper body strength if it wants to climb a tree.
Hey, you never skip leg day.
Fish don't have legs!
Legs are just as important when you're climbing a tree.
But fish don't have legs! They only have flippers!
Flippers is the sea dogs.
Why does this matter? Why would a goldfish be on a treadmill?
Well, I was asking you that.
No, you were asking if I was talking about the goldfish crackers or an actual real-life goldfish that someone decided to torture and put on a treadmill.
And to be honest, I'm still not clear on which we're talking about
I'm talking about the crackers! Alf would put the cats on, like, a conveyor belt, like in a sushi place, and just, like, shovel it into his mouth.
That would be very productive.
It would be, that's what I'm trying to say, but instead you're bringing up goldfish trying to climb a tree and working out to climb a tree.
I'm just saying, you know, this whole goal here was to kill all of the feral cats in Australia. It wasn't to... Fish were nowhere near it.
I was just bringing up a visual thing. Have you never seen the vines of the goldfish on the treadmill?
No, Cassie, Vines is a dead language.
I still speak in vines. I'm sorry that you're not up to date with teen trends. Stop taking dramatic pauses. This is a podcast. No one can see you drinking.
Drinking because you're driving me to it.
You're drinking Dr. Pepper.
You're still driving me to it.
Well,
get really close to the mic so that they can hear it.
yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, I know. I just
see. I'm drinking loudly so that people can see that I'm drinking
yeah,
loudly.
but I have to describe what you're doing because people can't see it. It would be, you know, funnier if we had a camera and, like, we uploaded a video or something.
Yeah, but this isn't a video. It's a podcast.
That is a good point. It is a podcast.
It is a podcast.
We're both wearing red today.
Yeah. I'm wearing a red sweatshirt.
Like, we're wearing the same shade of red.
Well, I was wearing this yesterday. I'm still in my clothes from yesterday.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I didn't
Actually,
wake up until noon,
I actually didn't notice that. But,
Oh.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I didn't wake up until noon, and I wasn't wearing pants, so I just dug through my laundry for a new pair of pants, and then came downstairs and started drawing immediately.
Fair enough.
So that's what I did today.
I went to my 9-to-5 job.
Fun.
And worked for all 9 to 5 hours.
That's a lot of hours. That's like 95 hours.
Well, technically it was only 7.5 because I didn't.
It's like 95 hours.
Yes, it is.
9 to 5. 95.
Yeah, it's a lot of hours. I mean, I'm getting paid minimally.
Do you think cats are aliens?
I mean, they'd have to be.
'Cause, like, you hear about, like, Egyptians and aliens and stuff, but, like, Egyptians worshipped cats, right?
Oh my god. Are you making an actual point?
I'm making an actual point. Do you think cats are aliens that began in Egypt and have begun spreading throughout the entire world?
They have already infiltrated the highest echelons of our society.
Exactly. Like, everybody loves cats. Like, they're all over the internet.
Mm-hmm.
They're more popular than us,
Yes.
which isn't hard to be.
It's really
but
not.
it's not. It's really not.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, cats are totally aliens.
When you think about it, the way they manipulate us
Yeah.
it's so devious.
Like, they manipulate us emotionally, physically.
Oh god, physically, yeah. I've been manipulated so many times by cats, it's not even funny.
Like, I'm scared of cats, honestly. Like, I love them to bits, and like, if somebody tells me, like, oh, I have a cat, it's not very friendly, I'm still gonna try and pet that cat.
Oh yeah, no, it's non-negotiable.
Yeah, I love cats, but like, they're totally aliens.
Man. I mean, my mind is kind of blown right now because this conspiracy theory about cats being aliens is actually settling in, and I'm starting to believe it. But here's the thing. I don't think they're like aliens in disguise or anything, or even like at some point they were technologically advanced and they still are now, like they're more advanced than us. I think they were technologically advanced when they came to the Earth, but now that they've settled with our technology, and their technologies have been lost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're buried out there somewhere in the desert.
Now let's reroute this back to a previous point. Did you know that all of the McElroys have cats?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They've infiltrated the McElroys too?
They've infiltrated the McElroys.
They've infiltrated aliens.
And like, even you can't invade the McElroys because you're not sneaky.
No, I'm really not. I wear such bright colors all the time.
Yeah, like you could never break into an alien house.
No. I mean, I could probably get inside of an alien house, but I would not be sneaky about it.
No. But, but cats, on the other hand, they're in. Like, they can get into anywhere because everybody loves cats. Like,
and have you heard of cat burglars? They're already breaking into places.
They're already in. They're already in.
Oh my god. I gotta lock up my jewelry.
What jewelry?
I have jewelry.
What jewelry?
Got this necklace right here. Like, there's a necklace sitting on the desk.
It's
like,
just, can I just...
It wasn't even to make
this?
a point. I had it here.
Yeah, this
because
is... I wouldn't consider this, like, worth a lot, though.
I mean, it was
like,
$11 at the state fair.
Because, like, you can just kind of bend it.
It's not made of the most,
I just
best metal.
I just bent it a little bit and actually felt the metal break and go brittle.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna hand that back to you.
Honestly, I don't wear this. I don't wear jewelry.
Then why do you need to hide your jewelry?
Well, because if I'm not wearing it, it'd be easier for the cats to steal.
Yeah, but you're not gonna wear it anyways, so why don't you just let the cats have it? Cats love to accessorize. That's why they wear bells on their collars.
But it's my possessions. I feel like I'd be more comfortable giving my jewelry to a cat than the cat coming and stealing my jewelry.
Well, if you leave it out in the open and you know that cat burglars exist, then you could essentially just, like, it'd be like giving it to the cats. Like, you're just leaving it out in the open for them to take, so...
Yeah, but, like, when I give something to someone, I'd rather, hand it to them, like preferably wrapped in a gift box or a nice bag with some parchment paper inside, and like I'd rather give it to them like that than just, leave it on the counter and let them take it.
Yeah, I know, but like cats are really solitary creatures. Like they'll come to you. You don't go to them. So like if you just leave it out on the counter, it'll be like more appeasing to our cat alien gods.
Yeah. So okay, I'm just gonna go out and say it to all of our cat alien burglar gods out there. If you want my jewelry, all you need to do is just come up to me and I will give it to you. You don't need to break in or sneak around or anything. You can just come up to me and I will give you my jewelry. And we'll just go our separate ways, or we'll hang out for a bit, whatever you're feeling up to.
I wouldn't mind if like a cat came up to me and he was like, "Hey, you want to hang out?" Because, like, I like cats. They're pretty chill to hang out with. I like when they sit on my lap,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, oh my goodness. We were location scouting for a project a couple months ago. And we were hanging out outside this old church that we were planning on shooting in. And there was this cat that just walked right up to us. It was this old, I think it was actually young. It was a Siamese, and it was really fluffy. And he just walked right up to us and laid down at our feet.
And asked for your jewelry.
And he asked for my jewelry, and I was like, all right, here you go. I'll put it right next to your collar right there. What's your name? It was Basho. His name was Basho. Basho followed us around the entire time we were location scouting. And just hung out with us the whole time. And we're like, oh my god, this is the chillest cat I've ever hung out with. Like, Basho is the kind of cat I would give my jewelry to. Like, just...
Yeah, so, like, if like, a random cat just comes up to you and he's like, "Hey, you the cat jewelry guy? Give me some of that." Would you be willing to give him your jewelry?
I'd be like, yeah, man. I'm that cat jewelry guy.
But, like, what if he wasn't, like, super friendly like Basho?
Oh, I... Usually when I'm dealing with unfriendly people, I try to just put on my customer service face. I don't match their demeanor, because honestly, when you match an unfriendly person's demeanor, that's likely to just make them more unfriendly.
Yeah, I guess, but like, I don't know. Okay, here's another point I want to bring up about aliens and cats. Do you think Alf eats cats because of a ancient, like, alien war between Alf's race and the cat race?
Well, I think in the show, what was going on was cats on his planet were a delicacy.
No, but, like, I'm not talking about, like, in the present. I'm talking about the past.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
it's, I'm not really up to snuff on my Alf lore.
No, neither am I, but I do know that he really likes cats.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I know about him. That, and I was terrified of him.
Oh, yeah,
as a
he's
child.
horrifying.
Like, how did that get on television?
You kind of have his haircut now, though.
Yes, I do.
Like, I feel like you're slowly devolving into what you fear. Alf.
I feel like...
You kind of sound like Alf, too.
Really?
A little bit. Like, you don't have the funny
I haven't
tone.
heard his voice.
He kind of, like, talks like this, and but a little more nasally.
Okay. Well, I'm realizing things about myself that I never thought I'd have to deal with.
That's what podcasting's all about.
I don't know if I can keep going.
We have to.
I mean, we're already at 35 minutes.
Yeah, but...
And I just... this is really emotionally taxing on me. Just this right now, it's... Honestly, I don't know if... This kind of hurts. Like...
We have to keep going.
I can't keep going if I'm Alf.
I'm not saying that you are Alf.
But if I'm becoming Alf, I don't want to see that road. I don't want to go down that road.
Well, it's already happening. You're gonna have to face it.
I mean, I feel like the best way to deal with my problems is to just not.
You see, I think that's an issue, though.
Maybe.
That might be, like, an issue that we could talk about.
What, not dealing with your problems?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. So here's the thing with people who refuse to face their problems. It doesn't just affect them.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It also affects the people that they go to complain about their problems.
I have been a sponge most of my life. I'm the guy that people go to talk about their problems, and usually I just take it in and, carry that with me, and I'm just the person that people are like, hey, you're a good listener, thanks for, sitting in, listening. But that's heavy stuff to carry.
Yeah.
And if you don't find a way to resolve it, then you just carry that with you until it, causes damage, or you eventually forget about it.
Until you die.
Oh, I hope not.
Yeah.
No, because I've forgotten some stuff. I'm trying to remember now, and I'm just drawing a blank, because thank God I've forgotten some of the stuff that I've soaked up. But here's the thing with not facing your problems is people can tell when you're not dealing with something that's wrong. You'd think it's just like, it doesn't show, but it does. In my last job, I could tell when people had a problem going on, especially if it was a problem with me.
Yeah, that's definitely the most obvious thing when someone has an issue with you, but they don't want to bring it up.
Yeah,
that's
because they're afraid of offending you, but,
At the same time, if somebody has an issue with me, I want to know what that issue is, in case I can fix it, or call them a bitch because, I'm great.
Yeah.
Like, I've had people come to me and tell me that, like, I'm too honest. And, like, my honesty hurts people. But, like, what would they rather have? Would they have someone that's, like, fake and tells them that they're doing great at something when really they're not and they need to improve themselves instead of just sticking with what's normal for them?
Well, do you tell people how to improve when you tell them they're doing something poorly?
Yeah. Like, I've had friends who come to me and they're, like, venting about their relationship issues and, like, how something's bugging them, and I tell them...
Break up with them.
No. I tell them, well, here's your issue. Here's the solution. Here's how it may affect everyone. And they're just like, I didn't want your help. I just wanted you to be a mop for my issues. Because this is the mess that I've made. And I want you to clean it up. But I don't want you to tell me how I can clean it up.
Yeah. People don't like dealing with issues because issues are messy.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird how we're using mop and sponge and all these different cleaning tools to describe us.
I think when it comes down to it, we're just dirty, dirty dish towels.
I think that's it. We are dirty, dirty dish towels.
We're such dirty, dirty dish towels. No, but, like, I feel like people have issues facing their own problems because they want to see themselves as perfect beings. Like, everybody wants to see themselves as perfect at some point in their life, but if they acknowledge that they have issues, they feel less perfect, they feel imperfect,
Right. It's really a problem of when you identify that you have a problem, you identify that you are wrong.
Yeah, you identify that you're the problem. Kind of.
It changes depending on the situation.
It really does, but, like, I feel like most of it boils down to less people have problems, but more, like, I'm phrasing it wrong. Like, problems aren't really problems, it's more self-esteem issues. That
Mm-hmm.
all problems boil down to a self-esteem issue. Like, you have a problem with someone or something someone does, it's probably because they have an issue with their self-esteem, or you have an issue with your self-esteem, and that's why you can't face that problem.
Mm-hmm. So, how can people deal with this? How can people learn to face this? Because, we've talked about, people's problems a lot, and we haven't really talked about how to fix it.
I've spent the entire year trying to master this. Like, I've gone through a lot this year.
Yes.
Like, we can both agree on that.
Yeah.
I've gone through a lot of bullcrap, and I feel like I've kind of mastered it. And the easiest way to say it is just don't.
Wait.
Just don't have problems.
Oh. So you're saying the solution to having problems is not having them.
Exactly. It sounds stupid and
Okay,
it sounds
I think
like
I see
bull
where
crap,
you're coming from.
but
it's the art of letting it slide.
yeah, exactly. Like, I had such big, like, self-esteem issues over the past couple years, and, like, I let it boil inside of me, and I let it, like, take control, but eventually, like, this year, I kind of just realized, like, the only reason I'm having these problems is because I'm letting them become problems.
It's when a thought gets into your head, the more you think about it, the bigger it becomes, and the more of a problem it becomes.
Like, I've cut out so many toxic relationships by doing this, by just saying, I'm not gonna have this problem, I don't want this problem, so my solution is to not have this problem. Like, I had a toxic friend who tried to get me to drink alcohol underage, and, like, she would brag about buying pot on school grounds, and I would just decided, you're a problem, I'm not gonna have you in my life anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So the easiest solution to having problems is to just not.
It's really profound.
I know, I'm a genius, right? Like, I'm really deep.
Shut up. This is a comedy podcast. This is not self-help.
Well,
People can't come to us. People cannot come to us and expect to have us fix things. This is not a good first episode.
You're the one who started this. You're the one who started going profound, and I'm just answering. I'm just answering this profound thing that you
People
wanted
are going to come to us for help.
I'm fine with that.
We're going to have responsibility now.
Okay, so don't go to Drew for help. Come to me for help.
Oh, hold on. I can help.
But you're saying right now that you don't want to help.
I can help with certain aspects of life. Psychological. I'm not really the right person to go to. I'm not certified.
Neither of us
are certified. But
I've just got stuff figured out.
Yeah. Cass has got stuff figured out. So she's like,
I'm chill.
You're chill.
I'm chill. Like, I have the biggest self-esteem of anyone I know.
I think it's called ego.
It's not ego. It's like, cause like I'm not egotistical. Don't do that. I'm not egotistical. I'm just I know that I'm a good person, and I know that, like, yeah, what I do affects people, but it comes to a matter of it can either affect them negatively or it can affect them positively, and it can affect me with however those results are.
Okay.
So I'm
a little confused by your phrasing, but go on.
I don't know what I'm saying right now.
Oh, okay.
Let me restart. I'm not egotistical. I just have a very good self-esteem, and I know that I'm a good person, and that other people don't think I am, but I know that I am deep down, like in my soul. I know I'm good. So, like, I don't know, man.
Ah.
Your expression is throwing me off, and now I don't know if do I have a good self-esteem?
What?
Yeah, I do. That's the solution, guys.
Don't hit the table.
Yeah.
The mic picks that up. That's bad podcast etiquette. Honestly, people who do that shouldn't have a podcast.
Thank you for listening to the first episode of We Shouldn't Have a Podcast. This is our first time doing anything like this, and we have no clue what we're doing, but it seemed like a good idea, and it seemed fun, so I hope you didn't hate it. Yeah.
You know, I'm not really up to snuff on my Alf lore.